What is going on YouTube? This is Acidic Rooster. Within these pitches, this is some healthy so within these pitches, this is some healthy popcorn here on Frenchy Talents YouTube as far as these first and within the aspects as far as paying attention towards it. So the aspects as far as saying this is about the recent type fair that goes on with the pitch as far as talking about the current Iran war ceasefire as far as this pitch. I don't know. Within the recent affairs, there's been some extracurricular type product that's been brought up with Sundays that pitched amongst the fray of it. Within the pitch, the ceasefire did happen, but Israel had missile attacks in one of like particular Iran's affiliates, which is basically Lebanon as far as this first happens. So within pitch, as far as saying it was said within the relative type fray of the ceasefire that those were not included within those products, but the pitch for us saying paying attention to the product that it was said within the 10-point plan within those type pitches that Iran does not want strikes on their allies, pitch like that. So the fair as far as saying paying attention towards is the fair as far as saying so it's kind of curriculum of additional type products within the aspect like the goings on pitch like that. So it's become at least like a has become at least like a four-way type conduit within these type pitches. With on one side of the fair you have United States and Israel, and on the other side you have particular Iran and Lebanon as far as this first and also known as Hezbollah as far as this first so within pitch for saying 2 for 2, kind of like a space game pitch like that. But the aspects for saying within these phrases here, basically Israel and Lebanon having issues. You gotta it's basically within these particular type fairs comes across like a double date type products within these type pitches. Far as the fairs that happens, the aspects far as saying within the product, it's kind of fray with one particular person having problems with their gal sense the pitches. You have to say within those type products as far as like the product, it would kind of be within fray of one particular starlet's kind of hating like the particular fray of like the date type fair. You would think that would kind of be in combination where the other type starlet would kind of feel the same way with some of these type pitches. Kind of fair as far as saying with some of those type products, you gotta buy drinks for both gals for the double dates. As far as those fairs that happens, kind of pitch as far as saying this is kind of the aspect. It's just within the aspect as far as saying within sunset products as far as the product. If one particular diva's hating it, the other one's probably going to be within those products of solidarity. So it's the pitch as far as saying this the product United States and Israel are not. It's kind of within the pitch that United States and Israel are not pulling out the seat for their dames, pitch like that by not by not allowing like the Strait of Hormuz type fees and honoring like the ceasefire as far as this pitch out within like the missile strikes and pitch like that. Then on the other side of the fray within these type pitches, Iran and Lebanon are kind of being fickle and miffy within these type pitches by lightly opening the strait in the first place, and then just the product of just lowering the oil prices just in general, which has not been happening within some type pitch. So it's kind of product I think it might be right at $4, a little bit underneath like the pitch just a week ago, like particularly the aspect behind the oil barrel prices were like $107, something like that. Now they're at particularly as of right now, they're at like $98, 97, something like that. So it's the pitch for us saying it's the product is within the aspect of happening, but it's kind of pitch for us saying the double date type fair is kind of within the aspect of like the of turbulence pitches like that. It's just the phrase for us saying you look after the phrase as far as being able to say, oh, the joys of fellowships within sense of pitch as far as the phrase going to happen. It seems kind of mild and plain within these aspects to kind of get the product of it. Now, it's not to say within the product of this vein, being like a heckler and a backseat driver pitch like that, just the 2 cents kind of in a slapstick type angle pitch like that. But the pitch for us saying basically the fair about keeping the ceasefire going within sense the pitch is the product of keeping the aspect of it within the phrase. Basically from the Iran and Lebanon side of things, just no ally attacks and a fee on the Strait of Hormuz to kind of build up momentum for those countries pitch like that. Since the fair, I think the product as far as having like the product as far as having like the solution pitch like that. United States gets like a joint venture going with Iran, does like a 65-35 deal with the United States. Iran gets 65%, US gets 35%, so on so fair. Something within that variety pitch like that, or the like some of that fair is good percentage for Israel as well. Just kind of help them out within those type pitches, them helping United States out. Some of the pitch on top of that kind of phrase it is that going down the pipeline pitch like that. But just yeah. Kind of pitches some of these random ass type ordeals in the pitch of just questioning like the turbulence in the first place, like the particular kind of the ironies like the cease type product within pitch like that. It's basically within the phrase you'd almost think to tell those goddamn people out there within the you almost think within those type products to tell those goddamn people to have like sloppy joes and build like a Zaxby's out there. So it's the pitches kind of product as far as saying just the product of just questioning the aspect of some of these type varieties have like some sporadic typeness about them, pitch like that. So it's kind of fair. It's not to just once again be kind of like heckling and pitch like that. But it's just kind of variety as far as saying you question within the phrase as to why Iran is not building like a Hollywood out there. Sometimes that pitches with this bona fide type funds they're getting pitched like that. Lebanon can kind of be like their MGM or pitch like that, which is if you don't know, MGM is kind of a film studio, sometimes that pitch. But one of those type products get make let then the funds that they're going to be getting from these straight fees pitch like that's kind of fair. Lebanon could be MGM or like Playboy for them as far as those pitch happens. Just the aspect having like those bona fide type rigs pitch like that. But the variety as far as saying, so unless I pitch kind of the product to some of that particular type fair,